I'm going to examine another scenario. So let me create the plane first. I select XY plane, and here I type C plane command, and I'm going to have something like 150 millimeters distance between the planes, and I'm going to hide this plane. I really don't need to see that here. I can use it anywhere, anytime I want it from the specification tree. So let's go to XY plane first and click on the sketch environment. What I'm going to do is to create a rectangle here, and by rectangle I mean something that has 4 corners. Let me create some equidistance, some symmetries here. So use symmetry, and I'm going to select this one, and this one to create a symmetry. And you know how to create symmetry. I don't really need to explain this to you. And what I'm going to do is to increase the size a little bit, and of course I can use this one, and please click on this one, and I'm going to have some equalism here. So the length are going to be the same, and for this I guess length is going to be okay. I will speak about formula later. So what I'm going to do is to make sure that this is 150 and this is 150, and that's it. Let's exit. Now what I'm going to do is to go to plane 1 and go to sketch environment, and I'm going to create a circle here. So I start from 0, 0, and that's it. I don't really need to, add any constraint to that. So what I need to use is to create multi-section solid, but you can see that I have 4 corners here, no corner here. So if I go to insert sketch base feature and select multi-section solid command, and select these two one by one, you can see that if I click on preview, it gives me an error. It says, first of all, change the coupling mode to ratio, and then remove guides or add or remove coupling. Right now, I'm not going to speak about coupling, but I go to coupling, and from here I select ratio and click on preview, and now I have something interesting. The shape is kind of twisted. As a matter of fact, this is not what I really want. So if I rotate this a little bit, you can see that the closing points are not in the correct place, right? So if I zoom out, you can see that this closing point is kind of not aligned with this one. So I can move them. I'm going to right click on this and click on replace and move it to here. There is a corner here, and both of them are of course having the same direction, so that's okay. I click on preview, and now the shape is not so bad, but not actually what I really wanted to have. So what I need to do is to create some couplings. Here I have vertices, but on circle I don't have anything. So I can add some points to this sketch and use those points as my coupling. So I cancel this out. I go to sketch 2 and double click on that to go to edit environment. And what I'm going to do is to add some points that are kind of aligned with these here. So let's add some axis. This axis starts from this point and goes to this point, and another axis that goes from this point to this point. Now I can add some points to these intersections. So what I'm going to do is to select point command and double click on that, and then go over circle, and here it snaps and it gets my first point, second point, third point, and of course the fourth point. Okay, I have 4 points over this. Now what I need to do is to couple them to these corners in the rectangle when I'm using multi-section solid command. So I go here, you can see the points here. I select multi-section solid command, and from here I select the sketches one by one. I really need to move this closing point to here. Then I need to go to coupling and make sure that ratio is selected, and click on preview. You can see that I still have the problem that I had before. If I select vertices and click on preview, it tells me I need some couplings or something like that, and it ends in a cusp, kind of a tangle. So I just need to rotate it a little bit to see what the problem is. Let me change the direction of this closing point and click on preview, Now it tells me still I have some problems. So what I need to do is to add some couplings. So let me rotate this a little bit. And then I'm going to go to coupling. Here I click here and I click on add. So by clicking on add, I select this point and then go and select this point. Now one more time, this point. I can't really get this. You can see the first coupling here. It gives me the first coupling, what I need to have. And let's go for the other coupling. So again, I go here, click on add, and I'm going to click on this point. One more time. Click on this point. It says better to start from here. Now I have my second coupling. And again, I want to add more couplings, so let me rotate a little bit. So this is going to be this point and the point here. The third coupling is created. And again, I activate here, click on add, and I'm going to select this corner and this point. That's it. Now I have my preview, and you can see that the shape is kind of not bad, but I have some problems with closing points. Again, the directions are not the same, so let me click on that. Now the directions are the same. Click on preview. It tells me that there's a problem. I can move this to a better place, right? Let me rotate this. You see that this coupling has a problem, so I'm going to remove this coupling. So click on this one. This is coupling number 1. I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to add the coupling to the correct place. That should be here. So I click on add, go to this point, and then select this point. Now my coupling is correct, and I'm going to move this closing point to that point. So I just click on replace and put it here. Now the closing point is in its correct place. And again, it says current coupling mode cannot be applied. Change the coupling mode to ratio. So we should do that. We go to ratio and click on preview, and now my shape is kind of good. You see? If you choose the correct coupling and choose the correct points to create what you want, you get what you want. And that's going to be something very nice.